Okay. So my self-assessment, my name's Marissa Howell, and I'm a nutrition and dietetics major, and I plan on going to grad school here. I've always, since like middle school, I think I wanted to do something with nutrition, so I decided that dietetics would be a good field, and I still don't know if I want to be like a medical dietetic in a healthcare service facility or whatever, or if I want to be a sports dietitian and like help athletes increase their performance. I'm a very outdoorsy person. I'm very optimistic. I like to see the positive side of things. Find the light at the end of the tunnel. I think laughter is the best medicine. Anytime I'm down, laughter. And I'm a lover of Earth, so save the trees and all that. So for my big five, these are my results, and I'll go more into detail in the following slides. So, for open-mindedness, I agree with them saying that I enjoy having novel experiences and seeing things in new ways and being curious and creative. I like to see both sides of any story. It might be because I'm a Libra, I don't know, but I love to continue learning and asking questions, and I feel like that's a great way to stay involved and keep expanding my knowledge of literally anything. I love shouting out fun facts for absolutely no reason. Um, I'll just see something and then it'll jog my memory and I'll be like, oh, fun fact. My friends always get on me for it, but I think I'm a pretty open minded person. Um, Contentious, it says that I'm well organized and reliable. I somewhat agree with this. I do think I am very reliable. And then the well organized part, I think I'm well organized, but sometimes I get confused and like I mess myself up because I try like just keeping everything in my brain instead of writing it down. Like I need a planner. So like to keep myself together. And then when I moved into a dorm, I feel like that's when I really became more organized in like my stuff because I guess it was a smaller space. And so I didn't bring everything from home. And that definitely helped me realize like I can live without all this. So like I plan on being more minimalistic about things. And I definitely do think that I'm a dependable person. If I tell you that I'm going to do something, I'll make sure to do it. Extroversion, this one I completely agree. I am very outgoing, social, and energetic. I'm just like my dad in the way that I like will talk to literally anybody. If I've only met you once, I'll go up to you in the library and say, hey, whatever. Um, I have no problem reaching out to people and talking to them, even if I don't really know them. Anywhere I go, I like to meet new people and I'm very spontaneous. So you can tell me, hey, let's go do this. And I'll be like, okay, why not? I'm not an introvert at all. Agreeableness, tend to be good natured, sympathetic, forgiving, and courteous. I am good natured. I agree with this. At least I think I am. And my friends tend to tell me like, Mercy, you're too nice sometimes. Like you need to learn to say no. And I do agree with that. I think that sometimes I push myself too far and I like take on all these things just because I'm a people pleaser. I'm extremely forgiving, but I don't forget things. So if you hurt me in any way, I'll remember, but I will forgive you. And on this slide, I have the Powered by Jesus because I am a Christian and I believe that being like God forgave me for everything that I did. So, why shouldn't I forgive others? Um, and an example is spring break, my friend drove my car through a ditch and wrecked it, and it was $600, and I did not make him pay it. And sometimes I regret that because that's a lot of money, but I was like, you know what? I let you drive my car, whatever. So, yeah, that probably wasn't a good thing. So sometimes I can get a little too like forgiving, I guess. Um, Negative emotionally, high scorers tend to be nervous, high strung. I'm a low scorer, so tend to be calm, relaxed, secure, and hardy. I somewhat agree with this. I'm an easygoing person, but school definitely does stress me out. Like if I have a lot on my plate, I'll just start thinking about it. That's why I have to write things down because then I can cross it out and make myself feel better about things. So that's what I mean by planning can also stress me out sometimes. Like if I'm trying to keep it all in my head, it doesn't always work out. But if I write it down or like I keep things in a calendar and I have this date and this date, it helps. But I don't always have to plan everything. Like I said earlier, I am spontaneous, but generally, I would say generally I'm relaxed with very, very mild anxiety issues, but it's not like something to cause a fuss about. So I think I put three key life experiences in this presentation that helped me with like leadership and everything. So at Wiseacres Organic Strawberry Patch, that's one of my favorite jobs. I still currently work there. It's a seasonal job in the fall and in the spring. In the spring, it's a strawberry patch, and in the fall, it's actually a pumpkin patch. But I put strawberry on here because that's what I'm going to be doing when I go home on the weekends when I'm not working at Harris Teeter. Um, they taught me a bunch about agriculture. This place has animals there all the time, farming, and it's a strawberry patch. And then I work in the barn sometimes with like the strawberry patch, and they have like organic honey that they make themselves with their bees, locally sourced eggs, meat, stuff that you can buy from them from their local farmers, organic cotton candy and slushies. Like everything there is organic and it's awesome. But they have a pizza kitchen too, which is also all organic, and we get our cheese from like an Amish local farmer. Um, and all of our produce is either bought organically or it's grown at the farm. So like we tried growing tomatoes, but we're slowly expanding. So hopefully the dream is to one day open up commercially and be able to like have our own garden and grow our own produce with no pesticides and all that. Instead of having to like go buy organically from like Harris Teeter or Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, wherever we can. It definitely taught me patience because there's a lot of people and it's a very small kitchen. Like it started in the garage of this person's house on the farm. So, sometimes the wait time will be like an hour and we feel so bad, but it teaches us patience in the way that like we have to relate to these people. But all of the people love the pizza so much that they really don't care. And it taught me people skills, especially trying, like I said, trying to like compensate and help these people in any way that we can. Like, hey, because you've waited so long, can I get you anything else? Like, no charge, stuff like that. And it definitely taught me leadership because I am when our manager goes to a wedding this in like 2 weeks, I'll be taking over that position. So it's definitely been an experience, and like I started there 1 year in high school and now I just keep going back and it's awesome and I learn more each time. So mission work is definitely probably my favorite key life experience. I love doing mission work and I love serving other people. So Miss Margaret and Miss Mary are actually two people that I worked for over the summer or served over the summer, and they taught me compassion and like to know what really matters in life, and that family's everything, and it taught me to be selfless. And so Miss Mary is actually Miss Margaret's mother, and she has Alzheimer's, which is very close to home with me because of my grandmother. But Miss Mary, she had like a like the mind of a 2-year old and couldn't do anything for herself anymore. But Miss Margaret like dedicated her life to first serving her father when he was a veteran out of war and like needed a lot of help. And then when he passed away, she moved on to helping her mom because her mom got Alzheimer's, and she's dedicated her life to serving her mother, and she does not care. Like this woman has never been to the beach and she's in her 50s. So and she lives in North Carolina, so it's not like a huge drive, but she just doesn't like see that as an important factor. She just sees that like family is everything. So I love, like, she's one of my favorite role models, and I'm not even related to her. I served her for a week. And then my last key life experience was playing volleyball, and I guess track too, but mainly volleyball because I was me and my friend Bree were the captains, and it taught me how to work as a team and how to not get mad at people when they mess up. Instead, like figure out what you can do to do better next time, and that definitely helped me with my leadership skills and motivation, like being able to motivate others to get work done and not look at things as like in a negative perspective. My plan of development, my strengths are customer service skills. I'm very good with people, so I'm able to like help people and make sure that they leave happy in any way that I'm serving them. I'm determined. So, like I said, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to get it done. And I'm very self-motivated. So if I tell myself, hey, you're going to get it done, I'm going to make sure to get it done. And then for my areas of improvement, Sometimes I'm a little bit too much of a perfectionist, which can stress me out because then I don't think that, and like self criticism, I don't think that I'm doing enough. Um, and also, I can be very indecisive, and this class has definitely helped me with that. But because like I said, I like to see both sides of everything. So I'm like, well, um, should I get this item or should I get this item, or should I work with this partner? Should I work with this partner? It's I like to plan ahead sometimes, and that kind of throws me off in certain situations. And for the conclusion, my key takeaways from this class were learning about the leadership skills and the different type of management styles. So, how to effectively get work done without having your employees or your coworkers like hate you. And even if they do, that's not the point of it. The point is to get the work done. And then it helped me with decision making. So I think that activity about that we did where it was all of those people and then which one would you fire, that was really hard for me because I kept seeing one thing and I was like, okay, this person has this many kids and this person is supporting an entire family, but this person is really good at their job. But it definitely through this class I've learned to be more decisive and like look at different aspects of like how it'll help a company. And then the most helpful activities to me, I loved the resume activity. It helped me like I like real world experience activities because a lot of the times nowadays we don't get those in our classes and we just do a lot of general education stuff. So the resume and the mock job interview were awesome. Awesome activities just like throw in there. I liked those a lot. And then the mission statements activity, I like that because it's putting yourself in the mind of the company or like who creates these mission statements and like what the company is actually looking for. And I liked being able to decide as a consumer which one would be more beneficial. So I think those are the most helpful activities. And overall, the class helped me um, learn a bunch about food service. I don't plan on going into the food service, like, I don't know what it's called, industry, but if I did, I would definitely know a lot more than I did before taking the class. So that was beneficial. And that is my presentation.